Welcome to the super fast TouchDesigner tutorial series.
In this tutorial, we will create this letter terrain effect, converting blurred text tops into 3D line strips using a Topto pop. By driving the P.Z attribute with an animated noise pop, we displace the lines, generating an animated system behaving like a topographic map, which, by the way, you can download directly from my Patreon if you want to skip the setup.
Okay, let's look at the network structure. Chapter 1. Overview. Our network is split into 5 main sections. First, we use chops to set global resolutions and smooth transitions. Next, we build our 2D base using text tops, routed through a switch and blur. We then pass this into our pop network, where a Topto pop converts the pixels into 3D line strips. And a noise pop displaces them vertically, followed by an extrude, ending with environmental lighting and camera positions. Which reminds me, if you want to learn more about procedural lighting or find beginner courses, you can get feedback and join over 400 students in my school community down below. Perfect. Let's jump into the tutorial. Chapter 2. Network. In our control section, I'm using a constant to drive the resolution and buttons with a lag for the camera transitions. Okay, let us create our letters. I'm using 5 text tops for the word touch. Set the typeface to bold and the font size to 75. In its common settings, change the resolution to 100. Duplicate this first text top and then change the letters. Connect all 5 of these text tops into a switch top so we can toggle between our sequence of characters. To do that, we will use the button's value. Pass the switch top into a blur top. Set the pre-shrink parameter to 2 and change the filter size to 4. We are blurring the text before passing it to the pop network to smooth out the hard pixel edges, giving us a much more organic point distribution and curvature later on. Now feed the blur top into a Topto pop to begin our 3D conversion. Inside the detail page, set the connectivity to line strips. And for the line XYZ, leave only X active. By the way, if you find this network interesting, but maybe do not want to build it all from scratch, you can just grab the finished project file on my Patreon. There are over 7,000 subscribers there who get access to all my project files, custom TouchDesigner plugins, and some free VJ packs. If you prefer to just jump straight in and experiment, the link for that is also in the description. Connect the top into a group pop. Turn on debug color, set the attribute to color 0, make the value 0.5, and turn on the invert toggle. Wire the group pop to a noise pop. Change the harmonics to 3, harmonic gain to 1, and amplitude to 0.125. For the group parameter, use the group 1 pop. Now in the Transform tab, under Translate 4D, we need it to animate, with abs time.seconds multiplied by 0.05. Over in the Output tab, set Combine Attribute Scope to P.Z. and the output attribute scope to noise. This way, we are using this Z-noise deformation as an attribute to use it later. Send this noise pop into a math pop. Set the input attribute scope to noise, change the pre-operation to ABS-A, multiply the value to 0.75, and set the output attribute scope to P.Z. Send the math pop into a line smooth pop. Adjust the edge distance parameter to 0.175. Just a quick side note, a lot of people actually do not realize that you are always welcome to join my school community to get even better at TouchDesigner. We have over 400 students learning together right now. It is a great place to find beginner courses, get feedback on your project files, and just network with other creators. If that sounds helpful to you, I will leave the link down in the description. Now pass that into an extrude pop and change the distance to -1. Connect that to a second extrude pop. Change the axis to Y, set the distance to 0.005, and turn on the per edge option. We run a second extrusion on a different axis
to give the lines physical geometric thickness so they will accurately catch light and cast shadows in the final render. Send the output into a normal pop to automatically calculate proper reflection vectors. And finish the chain by adding a select pop to output this final normal pop. We are ready to render. Add a geometry comp and connect the select pop into it. Set the translate values in Y to 0.2. Change the scale values to 1.5. For its material, create a PBR matte. Under RGB, change the base color to gray. Set the metallic to 0.25, then the roughness to 0.7, and the ambient occlusion to 0.8. Change the constant color to a lighter gray. Apply this PBR matte to the material parameter of your geometry comp. For our lighting, I have an environment light comp with an HDRI map. I have two simple lights with soft shadows. Also a camera viewport comp to view our output with some positions stored and wired to the buttons. A render top with the resolution linked to the constant values, and the pixel format set to RGBA32 float. Just to keep the network clean, I sent this render to a select top and to an out top. Let's add a level top. Change the black level to 0.5 and the gamma to 0.5. Connect this level top into the first input of a Luma blur top. To control the blur focus, add a ramp top. Set the ramp type to circular and change the period to 5.5. In the common settings, link the resolution to the constant chop. Connect this ramp top into the second input of the Luma blur top. Set the white filter width on the Luma blur top to 60. Perfect. Simple as that. I hope you've successfully completed this tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments.